Hello everyone, it's Cathy Zilski. Welcome back to my channel and the craft/dining room. I'm here live in the craft/dining room and I've got a door wide open. Fall has arrived in Minnesota and it is glorious. Also, we have a partly cloudy day, so you're going to see my face get very light and then get very dark and then get very light because I'm in the craft/dining room. And we have no blinds, but that's neither here nor there. If you are new to my channel, welcome, Cathy Zilski. Much easier to pronounce than one would think. And I am actually live today. I'm going to be crafting live, crafting without a net. Who knows what could happen? Okay. There's no one here except me. It's good to see you all popping in. I see my moderators here. Emma, thank you for being here with me today. And the cast of usual. I see you. I see you out there. Fed Eugenia and Sandy, Lancashire Les. Welcome everyone. It's really great to have you here and I'm glad to be here. So what are we going to do today? Well, here's the thing. I'm just going to chat for a second. So if you're new and you think this is all she does is chat, no, it's not. And notice the light comes down. There has been a lot of work this month making stuff for Stamptember. And so today I wanted to do something really simple, well, kind of simple, well, mostly simple, play with some new products that I have and just kind of see what happens, you know, because Stamptember is like, it's like our Super Bowl, especially when you work for Simon Says Stamp. It has been so much fun. And every Stamptember, one of the things that happens to me is I forget that you don't have to have the coordinating dies to make something fun. I always remember that I can color, that I can cut, and that I should step out of my comfort zone every now and then. I'm not going to do that today because I feel like having a good old cozy cup of regular Cathy Zilski style. So I don't need. I've taken it speaking about myself in the third person. I hope that's okay. Is that okay? All right. Anyway, welcome everyone. And yes, it's good to have you here. Kim Taylor, Case of that. Okay, so this will give you some ideas. But yeah, I'm very excited to be here today. So let's go down to the table. Today, I am going to be using, as Casey just mentioned, my Salut die. And this die is pretty cool. This was a request from a couple friends out there from the great country of France. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I took French for many years, never learned how to speak it, but I love the language. I love the country. I've only been once and I was 7, so I don't really remember a lot of it, but salut can mean many things, but I love the very familiar, informal way of saying hello to someone in French. So salut, right? So that's what we're using today. I've got some cool tone inks. And I pulled out another Spellbinders embossing folder because Spellbinders was gracious. They sent me a bunch and I'm going to use this one today. So over on DieCat Cam, we are using the Spellbinders today because I do not know how to use 3D embossing folders to save my life when it comes to my Gemini. Okay, and yes, you can use this with wine. My friend and the editor of Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine, our editor-in-chief, Susan Opal, she did one with those stamps of which you speak. Emma, you have to remind me to add that link because it's a really fun step, or fun stamp set with greetings now that are wine-related. I received some goodies recently from Altenew. Also want to point out, this is the problem child, and I'm going to move it away because that is how I ended my live stream. I swiped my hand and boop, there went the live stream. I'm telling you, it was, yeah. So we have Salut, send that aside. We have this new Altenew stamping mat. Now I opened it, but I did not take it out. And thank you to Altenew for, there we go, for sending this to me. I am lucky because companies are really nice and they send me things, and sometimes Jennifer McGuire is involved. I'm just going to tell you that. Jennifer's like my, she's kind of like my fairy godmother of crafting. I'm sorry for all the crinkling. Let's get some ASMR in. Laura Fedora, you are my mother. Wait, you're my brother from another mother. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Laura. That is not good to your ears. Okay. doing ASMR. It needs to be quieter. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. Oh my goodness. I just got so flustered because I love Laura. She's good people. She's a good people. I like that Laura Basson. She's a good person. Okay. All right, we're coming out. Oh my goodness. It's really sticking. Okay, go over there. Now check this out. This is really fun. And again, this is a new, oh, this is neat. This lays flat. Number one, look how cute the bottom is. Craft your life with Altenew. Promise this isn't sponsored, but sometimes, you know, you just gotta, oh, that's nice. Feel that. And the whole video is just now going to be me doing this. Okay, I'm not really going to do that. And Laura, I hope you're singing in the background. But what we're going to start with today is some ink blending. Now the pressure's on because, you know, when Laura's in the house, you gotta blend it like butter. And that's, you know, I'm working on it. So the thought is this. I am going to take these cool toned inks that I showed you earlier. And actually, I think I'm going to go in that order. Heather is a new favorite. Like, this is just gorgeous. And let me, for those of you who came in late, this mat is from Altenew. And what is it called? The stamping mat? And it's actually really cool. It's like a silicone. It's slicker on one side, but it's very grippy. And I suppose you can do pretty much, yeah, Sherry, I think it's silicone. I can't imagine it being any other material. Well, let me move my little friend back there. But yeah, isn't that cool? Craft your life. So Altenew, thank you for that. And well, yeah, okay. We're gonna ink blend. Now, I think what I will do, I'm gonna turn my card this way because of Salut is so big. I think I'm gonna do a horizontal card. All I want to do is create a blend going from Seafoam through to the lilac. So let's clean off our brush. And we'll take our Seafoam. I'm going to ink it up. And I think probably what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tap off onto my new mat because, you know, I got a new mat here. Yes, Deb, you did good. You got here on time. Okay. And just like this, we'll just come in and blend. So all I'm doing is creating some color. And the one thing that I actually really like about these Simon inks is they are forgiving. Because I don't always blend like butter. Sometimes I blend like coconut oil when it's not melted. Sometimes I blend like Nutella. You know, I don't blend like butter all the time. Laura does. Me, sometimes I blend like margarine. Because you think we all know. We know what blending like margarine, the cold stuff from the fridge, might not be as smooth. It might not be as smooth. But let me tell you, I was raised on margarine. Didn't know butter was a thing until I was, met my friend Molly in high school. I'm like, what's this? She goes, it's butter. I'm like, you mean margarine? Anyway, sometimes Laura blends like sandpaper. That's a classic. Okay. Oh, Nutella is good. For some reason, when I first tried Nutella, and it really wasn't until I visited some friends in Slovenia and they had Nutella in their cupboard, and I thought, oh, I think it's healthy. No, it's just the most delicious treat on the planet. All right, we're going in with lilac. A little tap off. Yeah, I mean, Casey, I'm trying. Wait, no. This is what. Wait, no. Yep, this is what I want to do. Sorry, I had to check myself because I was getting a little chatty. And yes, mats are interesting, right? Because I have quite a few, don't I? I have my tonic mat that I blend on a lot. The thing that's nice about this, it is very grippy. Very grippy to my paper, and yeah. But back to Nutella. Yeah, it's not healthy. It's like candy for your toast. And oh my gosh, it is legit. I don't buy it very often. I don't know how many of you have seen at Costco when they do the little Nutella and pretzel packs. Is that what you're talking about? Yes. They're so good. They're so good. Okay, I'm not loving that transition there, but I think it'll be okay because I'm going to go back over it with the blue. Okay. We're just, you know, we're just doing it. We're just going for it. Okay. Bringing it back. Hey, Joan, nice to see you here. You know, I don't think everyone likes it because I do think it is a strange thing. But I gotta say, it's a chocolate wonderland. And here's the thing about this blend that I'm doing. It's really not important that it's perfect because we're going to be doing our embossing. We're going to 3D emboss this panel. All right. Now this is cool. And here's the thing too. Notice how, can you see that there? My lids are never clean because I feel like I never put them down properly. So that's also nice that this can just go into the sink and just get washed off. Hey, Cathy Lombard, I'm so glad I looked up. Thank you so much. That's too nice. Oh, love it. Thank you, Cathy. Cathy gave me a super chat. If you're wondering what that is, you certainly don't have to do that. It's never expected, but it's always a joyous occasion. I can show you my face. Okay, let's go into Heather, all right? I am with you, Diane. I do not like hazelnut either. It's just not... Hazelnut, and what's the other one? Like almond extract. Now I love almonds, but I do not like the almond flavor in baking, right? It's kind of weird. Kind of freaks me out. Doesn't make, look at, I don't have to even hold this. Hands free. I can do things with my other hand. This is exciting. And welcome to everyone who's joining. Good to have you here. I don't know how your Stamptember's going. Hopefully well, but you know what the greatest thing is of all? Tomorrow is officially the first day of fall. Now, I know some of you live in much warmer climates than I do. Although there are times in Minnesota in the summer where I feel like, is this Florida or is this Minnesota? Because it gets a little steamy. But we are having the most beautiful weather today. I hope it stretches all across the country to everyone I know. Now, I'm going to come back, and I don't know if you noticed, but I just used the same brush with this for the purples. Oh, Joan, Texas. Yeah, I lived in Texas for 4 years. I absolutely loved my time in Texas. I met good people in Texas. I met my husband in Texas. He's not a Texan, but we did meet in the great city of Bedford, and I loved Texas. I did get used to the heat, which is shocking that I did, but I remember going outside on my way to school or work later when I graduated from the college and began my illustrious career as an editor at the Minyard Country News. I remember going outside and the makeup just would slide. Like it felt like it was just coming off in one big sheet. All right, I feel like that's enough. You know what I mean? It's a little splotchy here and there. Does not matter. Oh, and Laura, if you're getting what we're getting, it's going to be even better in like 15 minutes because, you know, the jet stream. Okay, so this mat, kind of cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's come over here, and I am going to just grab my little friend. That's pretty, and it will dry smoother. It really will. So let's just kind of wipe it down. Now here's the thing with pinks. Oh, that's actually coming off pretty well. Pinks or reds or anything like purple, sometimes they stain our mats, and that's okay, right? The mats are meant to get mucky muck, but I swear every time I use something that has a level of that color in it, right, it kind of stains. But again, these mats, you know what they say, these boots are made for walking. So that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are going to walk all over you. Let's roll her up. Let's roll her up. Look at that. My children went to public Montessori school. True story. And they had these works. I don't know if any of your children went to Montessori as children. They had one work that was called the mat work, and it was all about rolling and unrolling mats. My kids are really good at that. Okay. That's it's going to serve you well. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. We'll take a look here and let me think about this for a second. Next, let's move in here. I am going to grab a little friend. Where's my little friend? Oh, please, did I not set it aside? I need to get my snips for there you are. Oh my goodness, it is. It is crazy in here. Also, I put a pillow on my stool so that I could sit up a little higher for the face cam, and I am deathly afraid that I'm gonna roll right off and hit the floor. So if you hear a noise that sounds like someone hit the floor, don't worry, I'll get up. Now I'm gonna zoom it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, don't do anything with that mouse. Okay. So when you get dies like this, you have to break them apart. And some of these nested ones feel a little trickier, but I have these beadalons. This is what I've had probably since the beginning, I guess. And I'm gonna clip like that. Gonna clip like that. Gonna clip. Just break them apart, you know? Just break them apart and then boom. Now, there will always be these little nibs, and if you don't want to bleed, what stands never, I'll just shout it up to you, Kim. I'll just be like, please dial 6, 5, 1. I guess that's as much as I'll give. I do represent the 651, so there you go. Okay. But I'm twisting the nibby nebbies off because blood is a thing, and it is in our bodies, and it does happen. So I like to pinch and twist. Okay. All right. How's everyone doing out there? I haven't looked up at the comments because when I am cutting, I do not like to look away, but I do like to try to get some of these too, because sometimes that little nib, a little piece of metal, can push into your shadow layer. Now, I don't always go shadow layer. We'll see. I'm going to set this aside for now. So we are going to get some white cardstock. Let me see if I have some here. I actually have some here. I have a note card that I did not use earlier. And swish and flick. I think I see a Harry Potter reference. Okay, we're going to cut some of this with, oh, come on now, that, and probably that. Well, is that what I want to do? I think so. So I'm going to cut this. Also, it's good to have you here. It's good to have you. Thank you so much. I'm going to get, well, oh shoot, let's just die cut some first. Okay, let's go to die cut cam. There she is. Now my Gemini, I had to put, and I can't see your comments when I'm over here because I kind of have to slide over a bit. So if you're talking amongst yourself, no swears. Just kidding. I don't care. I've got my Spellbinders Platinum 6, and I do love this machine. I only keep my Gemini for a lot of things because I have wrist issues, and if I have a ton of die cutting to do, the Gemini is fantastic. But I just bought these universal plates, right? And we are going to start out by cutting. So what we need here, I love that it's all laid out for you. You need platform A, B, cutting plate C, paper, die C. Pretty basic, right? And that's what we're going to do. So let's take our cutting plate C. It's so long. Move that mouse because I swear it's going to, you know, it's going to cause some problems. Okay? It's so big. All right. Coming down, and let's run it through. Oh, I hope I don't knock my camera mount over that's over. Well, my goodness, this is, I haven't done this in a while. Oh my gosh. Come on back. Now, it's very slippy on this mat. I probably should have cut things ahead of time. And, you know, que sera, sera. All right, getting you out. Look at how clean these plates are. And this is proof of how little I have been, okay, shadow layer, set that aside. How little I've been using my Platinum 6 for cutting. And here's the thing, if you have great wrists, it's a great machine, right? I love this machine. I just have the issues. Let's save that tape. Let's see if this works. Bingo. It's my favorite thing to do when it works. Salut. There's layer 1. But if you have great wrists, it's no issue. You know, if cranking is, you know, oh gosh, there we go. If cranking is no problem, you're good. You're golden. Me, sometimes, kind of hurts. All right, let's go. But especially when this thing is sliding so much. All right. Oh, not so bad. Did we go all the way through? We're fine. The cuts are great. It's like that workout. I'm getting that upper body thing going here. All right. Coming out. Oh, that one. Look at that. That just fell out. Holy buckets. Holy brackets. I was going to say crap and oh, do I need a third one? You know, I'll do one, but I don't think I need it. Because that's a lot. That's an awful lot of gluing, you know. Oh, and I shouldn't be going that way because you don't want to take the full force, right? You want to angle your dies. Oop. Well, this is where I might need to tape because things can shift. Oh my goodness. Okay, going through. Can I tell to you a little today about my new favorite show that I have been binge watching? And my neighbor told me about it. And I don't know if any of you have seen it. It's in its 3rd season, apparently. Did I go through far enough? Let me go through again. It is called Never Have I Ever on Netflix. And I love it so much. I think it is a show with so much heart. And tell me in the comments if you have seen it. Because I watch it at night. Dan and I don't always watch the same shows. So it is the most delightful show. Oh, I love it. Never Have I Ever. So, so good. Written by Mindy Kaling. So good. Okay. Now, while you look at that, I'm going to grab a little bit of... I'm going to grab a little bit of metallic cardstock. And the one that I want... Let me see. Oh, perfect. I do have a scrap. I'll show you. Hold on here. Coming in. Isn't it a good show? Oh, it's so good. Okay. We're bringing in... I'm just peeking across the table at the comments. And yes, it is so funny and so sweet. Oh, I love it so much. The lead actress is so amazing and her family. And it's just, oh, I think it's fantastic. Okay, so matte silver cardstock. I think this will work because I am using cool tones. So this is going to be my top layer. Can I tell you another thing? So a new craft room upstairs. And that is now officially on hold. I think I've told you that in past lives, but we're not going there yet. But there's some things that Mama really needs. Oh, first of all, the product. Salut, shiny, beautiful. We'll save that. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. Let's go back to the table. One thing that I wish I had more than anything is a table that didn't vibrate every single time I sneezed and moved. And let's just say I'm working on it, okay? We're working on it. Now, we got our Saluts, and these are nice, right? Okay, so we got several. You almost can't see the shine on here, but, oh, right? Very nice. And again, I'm going to peek back up at the comments. Kelly Miller, that is one of the Simon Says stamp pockets. Look at this. It's a pocket and it's made out of plastic and it's really high quality. And I put labels on here and I have switched all of my Simon cardstocks into these and I keep them all together. So they're wonderful. I don't have that linked. So Emma, can you remind me to link those? But I absolutely love them. And yeah, they're fantastic. Now, let's get off my cable that I keep running over. And we're going to set Salut aside because now we've used Salut. We're good to go. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, next. We've got our little panel. And what? I don't think I'm going to trim it yet. I think I'm going to trim it after the fact. And also, welcome to anyone who's just joining. Thank you for being here today. Let's see. I'm Cathy Zilski. This is my channel. This is my live stream. This is a little different, right? This is not polished. This is not rehearsed. This is, well, it could be a blank show or it could be the greatest day of my life. It's really hard to say. Welcome. Okay, coming back in. Now, I have this big funky pattern and it's just cool. So I'm going to press this pattern into this folder. Now here's what I think is kind of cool about these Spellbinders 3D folders. Number one, look how big that is. This is, well, let's measure it. Okay, it's almost 6 inches wide by, where's the 0 mark? by 7. So it looks like, is it 5 by 7? Oh, 8, no, 9, 8. Gosh, I can't do math. I'm totally blanking. This is bigger than that. It's actually almost 9 inches. So it's 8 1/4. So you can do really large pieces of paper in here. You can do 5 by 7, and they really are great. And I do know how to use these. So that's the good part, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to lift this up, and I love the fact that if you get confused, especially after you've made this beautiful pattern, the part that pushes your display, your image up, is on the bottom, and the way you can tell that on one of these Spellbinders folders, oh my gosh, the wind is blowing through here and it is glorious. Okay, this is on the front. So if you have your piece, your folder, right, you're going to do that. You're going to open it up and then pop that sucker in, okay? So I'm going to try, let's see here, I'm going to try to get it in the right place, knowing that I'm going to trim it. I think this is a funky, cool pattern. Let's just go like that. Okay, I'm going to set that there for a second. Okay. Yes, okay. Now let's go back over to, I'm not even going to miss this, because here's the thing. I'm not too worried about the paper cracking. So let's go over to the die cut cam, okay? All right. And is everybody still out there? I sometimes I get nervous, like I forgot what I was doing and maybe I canceled the live stream, but I think we're good. Okay. Now here's what we need to do. For this particular piece, you need to take out the clear plates. We don't need those. So I'm going to move you, and I'm going to move you, and I'm going to take off platform B because I don't need that topper, okay? What I need for these folders, and this is again what's so nice about it, is platform base, 3D embossing with paper, and the plate D. So that's all we have to do. Now this just shifted on me, so let's see if I can get it straight again. Let's try like that. I think that looks pretty good. I am going to trim this down a little bit. So we're going to put this here, and then we're going to put on the lovely plate D, and let's run it through. Now I got to get a little closer to my little side table. It's going to take some muscle, and I don't want this to slip. Oh, there we go. I gotcha. Working it out. We're just working it out. I hope it doesn't shoot out the back, because then it's going to knock the camera over. But you know what? I think we're good. And I think I'll just come back, slide you. Okay, this is very exciting. And let's see what we got. All right, take you off. And let's lift this up and look at that. Well, look at that beautiful texture. Isn't that cool? Woo! And here's what's so great. Like, there is not a crack on this. That is fan-frickin-tastic. Oh, super happy about this. All right, moving over. So, isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, the Crafters Workout Show. You are right. You are right. We are getting our workout. Now, I'm not going to cut this yet because you know what? Let's move on to something more fun. Let's do a little spray. Laura, you feeling me? You feeling me out there? Now here's the thing with spray glue. Let me get my setup here. It's just so fast. It's just so fast. There are times where liquid glue is the way to go. Now I'm trying to find my spray box. Where is my spray box? Did it get, oh, okay. But liquid or the spray glue, it's just so fast. And I'm going to try to show you on camera, and I don't think it's going to hurt my camera because let's be real, this isn't a high-end, well, I mean, it's an iPhone. What are you going to do? I'm going to bring in the box, and all I do here is I keep a Simon box. I'm going to zoom out a little, but please, Cathy, please don't quit your live stream. Okay, you got this, girl. Okay, let's go. Zoom out as far as I can right there. Okay, perfect. Now, we're going to open the box, And I'm going to cover some things up. I don't want you to see what was in here because it actually will give away something that I'm working on. I know, it's crazy. This is my box. It's beautiful. It's shiny. And what I do every time is I just put a fresh piece of copy paper. I used to use gray. Now I'm just using, I ordered a whole ream of 20-pound or 24-pound pink copy paper because I thought pink would be prettier. And I'm going to take my Salus. Voila. And I'm going to put them, well, let's see. How do I want to do this? That way. You know what? You know what they say, go big or go home? We're going to go big or go home. Hey, someone's having a birthday out there. Debbie. Happy birthday, Debbie. Happy birthday to you. It's my Maryland. I do that to all my friends. For all my friends or to all my friends. It's really hard to say. Happy birthday out there. Okay. Oh, the embossing folder, for those who are wondering, it is the Spellbinders. And I will have all of the supplies that I can source linked below in the description box. Of course, I always appreciate if you can shop with my links because they are affiliate links. And that's how a lot of people on YouTube make some money. And we love that. Oh, the light in here is changing really weird. Look at that. Weird, weird. Now it gets warm. Then it gets cold. I'll keep my hand in there. All right. Laura. I had French fries for dinner last night, and I'm not ashamed. Yeah, I'm not ashamed. So when we use our craft bond, this is the stuff I use, and I don't think I have this linked either because I didn't know I was going to do it. And you know what? Because it's windy, I may have to do this off to the side. I just going to lightly spray, okay? And I just decided I am going to do it to the side because you'll be able to hear it because the wind is blowing so strongly in here. And I do not want to have this go where it shouldn't go. So let's go. You just do a light little sweep. You don't coat it, okay? You don't coat it because you don't want it coated, right? You gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. You gotta know when to walk away and you gotta know when to run. So let's come in, okay. And we're gonna start stacking. Sometimes I'll just start wherever it feels most logical because believe it or not, I am still not super good at this. Like I want to be. I've gotten better. And you know, it is only cardstock, right? It's only paper. And so if you get a few stacked and you completely mess up your, see even that's a little off. Come on, Kath, get in there. You know, let's start over. It's just paper. It's just a little die cut that it's not like you bought the die cut. You pay, well, let's see here. Now I don't know what I'm doing. You paid for the die. Work that die. Redo it, you know? I feel like sometimes my references, like, do you ever feel like you get stuck in an era of references? Like, I feel like the 1970s in music is my most referenced thing because it was only the greatest era of music. Now, I know you're thinking, Kathy, but don't you love New Wave? Of course I do, but that's a whole other thing. I think my quotables are so ingrained in my the core of my soul, and Kenny Rogers reminds me of the skate deck, the Roller Fair skate deck in Everett, Washington, which recently got raised. It's gone. Gone, baby, gone. Kind of broke my heart. All right. But you know, here's the thing. What's going to happen in a decade if I'm not staying hip with the kids? I don't even know what the kids are listening to. But you know who does know what the kids are listening to? My better half. So Dan loves music. I do too, but I kind of am happy to stay in my lane, so to speak. Oh gosh, fry sauce, Diane. You have no idea. I make my own version of it. It's so good. All right, we're just going to set that there for now because we don't know if we're going to use the shadow layer. We probably are. But Daniel, my husband, he, oh my gosh, he has musical tastes that actually drive me borderline nuts. Like sometimes I just want to say, can we just listen to something that I know? Can we just listen to a Journey song? Because he's playing like all this alternative stuff that's still new and artsy. Look how pretty that is. We're not done, but I just thought I'd say, look how pretty that is. Okay. He has wide ranges. And also, I'm grabbing my paper trimmer. He also has a freelance job that he does in the summer where he works for his friend who caters all of these big shows that happen at a field called Surly. And he, like, there we go. He just did the National a couple weeks ago. And, you know, like a band like the National, that's like hipster stuff. Like, I know them, but it's not like I'm going to be listening to them. And like one of my best friends who's a little younger than me, she's like, dude, can I have his backstage pass? And I'm like, sure, I'll send it to you. And I did, okay? Now we want to trim this down a little. And one of my favorite measurements, I don't want to use my favorite dyes because I don't want to flatten any of that texture. And I almost think I might want to flick some water on here because these inks are reactive. But irregardless, here's what we're going to do. We're going to preserve as much of this blue as possible. So that means my favorite cut is 5 inches. Did I hold it in place? I think so. By 3 1/4. And 3 3/4. Sorry, 3 3/4. I think I'll go 4 first because I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose that heather color. And then come in here and go over to 3 3/4. All right. Also, I'm not wearing my wedding ring again. I promise you, all is good. We just we just like a break. Okay. Well, my fingers swell when I go for walks, and it's a thing. I'm sure I'm okay. Okay. Yeah, Journey. I'm telling you, that was the first concert I ever saw, and let me adjust my camera here. I have never gotten over my love for Steve Perry. I loved that man. I loved him with an intensity of 1,000 suns. Okay, isn't that pretty? Excellent. Now we're going to use another new product that I recently got from my friends at Altenew, and that is my new scoreboard. I wanted to try this out because it's pretty cool, and so let's slide you out of the way for now, okay? And bring this in. Now, how many of you have seen this? Jennifer McGuire's been using this, and that's where I saw it, and I was like, Jennifer, what is that? It's a longer scoreboard, and she's like, Cathy, we'll get you hooked up. And so you can see it actually is 8.5 inches tall. So that's kind of cool when you have something larger, right? And again, thank you to Altenew for sending this to me. Now, there is a thing in here, and I don't use my fingernails for anything, so I will show you. It's got a little drawer. And inside the drawer, there's a little scoring tool. Isn't that cool? I probably should just try the scoring tool. All right, I've not tried this. I took it out of the box, and our cardstock that we have here is 8.5 by 5, right? 5.5? Yeah, I guess Cathy, the measurement's right there. Although, yeah, no, 8.5 by 5.5 because we're gonna make a landscape card. So let's give it a whirl. Let's go to the nice little area here that, oh, I'm not used to this. Let's do it. That shows us exactly where we're supposed to score. Did I do it right? I'm not, okay, I think you have to be all the way in. I'm not really used to this. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I just scored that really weirdly. So instead, now you have to forgive me. This is the first time I've used it. I'm not really sure what just happened there. So here's what we're going to do. Let's just use our regular scoring tool. There we go. There we go. Now what happens, oh yeah. Okay, we're fine. I may not be one to use this, but who knows? I love having this because it's larger. And now, let's just go like that. You know what? This is a little off at the bottom. I think, here's how we fix that. All right, let's, I still think this is cool with the drawer. And actually, oh, you could put your preferred tool in there. That's actually cool. How many of you have this? Because I know people do. And I learned, like I said, I learned about it from Jennifer. That's kind of cool. All right, setting you aside. Now, we are a little off here. So what if I brought my trimmer back in? Oh, can you hear the helicopter flying? I've got all kinds of nature sounds. I almost expect to have deer walk up to the door. Oh, Well, did I do it or did I mess it up? Let's see. That would be hilarious if nature just showed up at my back door. But right now all I have is rotting pears because of our neighbor's pear tree, which is, well, it is what it is. Okay. Now, I think that's good. I think that's going to be just fine, right? Yeah, okay. So, another fun thing that I got from Altenew. Check this out. It's huge. Oh, you hold it more upright on the stylus? Okay, thank you, because I really am confused by that. Just because I have not used it. So, I need to open this. This is Instant Dimension foam tape from Altenew, and if you make a big mama roll, I will follow you anywhere because, you know, I love it. I love it. Okay, I chopped it off. We're all good. I have to give some kudos also to Altenew. Everything that they make is so pretty, and you may not think of me as an Altenew person because I don't do a lot of florals, but you know, you don't have to just be florally, and I feel like I do have some older sets from them, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up, and now I almost wonder if that's too, like if I want a bigger margin. You know what I mean? Do we think we're good? We're good, right? We don't need it to be any smaller. Yeah, I think so. Okay. And you know what? I'm not going to flick any water on here because sometimes you gotta play it close to the vest. You know what I mean? Oh, I use these because these are new. I think we're good. Yeah. You gotta know when to walk away. I rarely run from my craft room. Okay, and this is a good place to be. Often don't need to run. If I needed to run, I think we would have a problem. Oh, someone's suggesting matte layers, but you know, I don't matte very much. I don't know why, but I am going to do 4 strips of this because right now I am lousy with foam tape. I love that. I love that term, lousy. Do you know where lousy with comes from? Anyone out there? Because I do. I just want to know if you do. Where does the term when people say they're lousy with something? Because my husband told me this recently, or not recent, well, kind of recently, and it just cracked me up. He just has factoids that no one should have. This is a little narrower, yes, and the thickness, though, it's about the same. Yes, not afraid of color. Came from bugs. Came from lice, I believe. Lousy. Yes, I'm lousy with. And that's not, you know, nobody, I don't think anyone out there would want to be truly lousy, but what are you going to do? All right. Let's do some things. Yes, isn't this nice? We're coming from crafting. We're talking about heartwarming shows on Netflix and lice, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. All right, I'm taping it closed because, you know, got to have it flat. Flat is good. Now, oh, gosh, I don't know. No, this is good. Oh, this way. Sorry, I wanted it to be happier at the top. Does that make sense? Okay. Also, we've got 500 people. You are all great. Thank you for joining me. I don't even know. I'm just doing my thing. You guys are coming, hanging out. We're having some fun. It's good times. Okay. Now, you may not know this about me, but I have to stand up to place. I cannot, and I have to have it off to the side. Oh, and there's my hair. That is just, there's nothing greater than a little organic material in every card and press. Look at that texture. Look at that. And like I said, not a crack on there. Love, love, love. Okay. Now here's what I don't know. I might want to do, I'm actually thinking of a little subgreeting. Well, no, that's not true. I'm not. I'm going to stamp something on the inside, and I think this is going to be fun. Well, I don't know. Let's zoom in. Be careful with that mouse, Cathy. Don't get too wild. So let's get our liquid glue. I have my Gina K Connect glue. And when I'm doing this part, I don't usually do the spray glue because I kind of just want it to be easy peasy and breezy. And yes, it was lice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, and thank you for the nails. This is my, well, what is this, day 3 or 4? It's a color called Girlishly Giddy, and I am obsessed with it. It feels like it could be a signature. Just a nice neutral pink, you know? All right, we're gonna take our little friend here and just add, oh, I think I got a little plug on there. There we go. I love this little bottle because I like to be able to just spread it on. What is going on here? My bottle, I recently filled up my bottle. Oh, we should be fine. We should be fine. When in doubt, you can always just put a little glue off to the side and there, well, something's stuck. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, I'm grabbing the backup. I have two. Let's see if this one goes. All right. All right, here we go. I was just looking at, you know, Kate, it's funny. I don't have any pets. Haven't had pets for years. I love animals. I really do. But I do not have the emotional capacity to care for one. Had some issues with animals that had some really severe health issues. And I think this might sound lame, but it kind of traumatized me. I'm not lying. It was traumatic for me, traumatic for the animal. It's hard to lose a pet when they have a disease. Anyway, now we're going into the depths of depression. However, if I did have a cat, it would be really hard because how would I get anything done on my craft table? Although my neighbor's cat, and we are house sitting. Well, I'm not. My son is right now. We're taking care of our neighbor's cats. And Kitty Boy, have you ever seen him in my stories? He is my dream pet. He is the coolest cat. I never want him to not be on Earth because he is the best cat on the planet. But yes, it's very hard. It's very hard to lose a pet, especially when it was your first dog that you had. And our dog had severe epilepsy and it was untreatable. And this was in 1991. Like she was on, oh my gosh, so much medication and nothing controlled her seizures. Boy, why don't I just talk about my bursitis? You know what I mean? We're getting a little, you know, okay. I am going to take some Simon Says stamp foam squares, and I think I don't have the bigger ones. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to grab foam tape because I figure I like this dimension. I got this huge roll, right? So we're going to do it. We are going to do it. And let's go here and just cut a big piece. Yeah, that's just way quicker. I think I need to cut a little bit off for the top. These scissors are nice. They don't stick. They're new from Simon Says Stamp. I don't know if I have them sourced, but always want to support your A-senders, okay? A-sender, part of the letter that shoots up. D-senders, part of the letter that shoots down. There's your typographic education for the day. You can dazzle your friends with all of your new knowledge. Okay. So, oh, and you know we're going to boop this one up because we literally have to. We have no choice on this one. Okay, I love that. But should I stamp on the inside before yeah, because here's what we're going to do. I'm making this nice little austere, lovely thing on the outside. But on the inside, I want to have some fun because I haven't used some stamps in a while. And I will show you what I'm going to use before I pop this on. I have two sets. One is called Sassy Insides 1 and Sassy Insides 2. And, you know, they're kind of sassy. So if I was going to send this to one of my besties, I don't know. I don't know which one. I mean, I do love I Hope I Die First because living in a world without you would totally suck, which is so true. I do like If I Ever Tell You Things Happen for a Reason, Please Punch Me in the Face. Not that I condone violence. I don't. But you know what I mean. I do like I Wish We Lived Closer, except when you're annoying. Then I'm grateful for the miles. I actually have a friend that I feel like she would think that's funny. So that's what we're going to do. You know, it's just a thing. And I think I linked these below, but we'll see. So let's zoom out a little. Hey, the live's going great today so far. No major errors. It's very exciting. Okay. Now, many of you probably know this, but if you don't, you don't have to, well, you know what? I'm just going to do it in here. I'm going to stamp this with my MISTI because why not? And you know, I got it. I got the tool, so let's do it. But you can open your card inside your MISTI, even if you have a smaller one. And, you know, it's not going to bend your card. But I didn't want to have all the fancy stuff on there. So let's open this up. We got to untape. And, well, I guess because I have the big MISTI, check that out. The whole shebang fits in there. Now that's pretty exciting. Is that gonna, yeah, it'll be fine. Actually, let's just use a block. What am I doing? I know how to do this. I know how to do this, but I might have to practice a few times. Okay. I wish we lived close. There we go. Now they're a little snarky, you know, but you know, sometimes you got to do it. You got to do it for the people who would appreciate it. Yeah, I wouldn't send this to my mom. I don't really think she would get it. She'd be like, do you want, is that something you're just not into? Okay. I don't know why I decided not to mystify this, but call it mystify. I'm just rubbing this a little bit because this hasn't been stamped, right? And we're going to free range. Yeah, we are going to free range stamp it. We're going to live like we mean it. We're going to dance like no one's watching. Oh, here, I'll stamp onto a Post-it note. And this will be an ad for my favorite coffee brand. M36 Coffee Roasters from Michigan. Locally made, organic, and fantastic. The best cup of coffee you're going to have in your life. Guaranteed, and way better than Starbucks. My hubby, the people who he used to work for, that is their company now. And I order 8 pounds at a time and have it delivered to my doorstep. And I kid you not, Emma, remind me to put a link to M36 coffee. It is legit. All right, let's stamp that down and see. I think that looks pretty good. The organic, just the plain M36 house. It's so good because it's how coffee should taste. Not all burnt. I know some people really love that burntness, but not me. Okay. Oh gosh. The lice combo continues. I am so sorry, friends. But you know, Polly, I just glanced up inside your comment. So they put my dog on phenobarbital and something else, and she still had multiple seizures a day, and it was horrible. Her quality of life. She was a beautiful, look at that. Nailed it. She was a beautiful Siberian Husky. We named Dylan, and oh, she was a good girl, except she had no quality of life and walked around like a zombie, and she walked into walls, and it was just very sad. Okay, free range stamping done. I don't know why I brought out my MISTI. I did not need to do that, but sometimes you just do what you do. Oh, I have something to remind you of. Did anyone see that there's the new MISTI design is coming in black? I feel like they're on her website now on mysweetpetunia.com. So that's pretty exciting. If you, before that, there was a Hero Arts version that was black, and now there's a whole new one. I'm going to tape this closed again from My Sweet Petunia, and it's in black, and it's just like so sleek, and oh, I love it. Will I buy one? Probably. Because if it weren't for the MISTI tool, I mean, yes, let me adjust my camera. I've learned to stamp sometimes free range, right? What I call free range, but I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't know Laura Basson if it weren't for the MISTI. So I'm grateful for that tool every single day, and for the brilliance that it took to dream that tool up, because you know what? I think it has changed a lot of stampers' lives. So okay, and I do have the Hero Arts one too, but I think Hero Arts actually sent that to me, and I don't use it very often in my videos because I don't want people to be sad that they can't get it. I try to use things that you're going to be able to get. Oh, now it's working. No, something's jammed. Oh no, there we go. We're coming. We're coming. We had a little air pocket. Now, because this, well, I do this a lot with my glue when I'm putting foam tape things down, because it sticks like a mother, and I like to have a little bit of wiggle room. Let's see if I can get that back in there. Okay, but oh, there you go. Thank you, Emma. That's the new MISTI, and Simon does not have them yet. I assume that they've got a product line listed for it, But very excited about that because black is just sleek and cool and yeah. All right, so because we're not really doing anything fancy here, I told you it was going to be simple, right? I want to well, let's visualize the center, top, bottom, side, side. And does that look good? Up a little, maybe a little down. Always look at the body of your greeting. This is the body, also in typography called the X height. I think that's fine. But try not to look at the parts that stick up and down. Well, if there's only one that's sticking up, an ascender, then you kind of visually center it. If you've got a descender like a Y that has a little swoop-de-doop, you can definitely use that to space. Oh, we're gonna boop it up. We're gonna boop it up. Now let me find Sparkle All the Way. And I will get my boop tray out. This isn't as easy to clean up, but the people at This Calls for Confetti sent me this. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, the MISTI, in my opinion, is worth every dang penny. And I think I bought one. And in my very first video, literally you can see the first video that I ever did, which is just way too, it's fun. I'll link that below. It's called Cathy Makes a Card 01. That's before I ever thought I would have part of my professional life be part of this, which has been the coolest thing ever. However, I think I said in my video, get a frickin' MISTI, and the owner of my sweet Petunia, I don't know why I can't speak, sent me one as a thank you, and so then she sent me the original size one, which was awesome. And she even sent me the memory MISTI, which I haven't used much because, you know, I'm not really scrapbooking, and that's fine too. Now, I don't really know. I don't know. Do I want to go with the 6, meaning the 3 and the 3, sort of in a, you know, kind of 3 up here and 3, just simple, right? You don't need to go crazy because that's just, you know, pretty basic. So we're gonna boop it up, and then we're gonna have some question time. And I would say that I'm gonna go have a glass of wine, but I'm trying to dial back the wine. You know, get a little too snack crazy, and well, it's not my best look. Okay, so here we go, booping up. And these are, by the way, Sparkle All the Way, which is just a really nice, simple little shiny silver. It's very nice, a little transparent. All right, left-handed glue, perfect. Boop. Oh, I can hear the airplanes. Boop. I don't know if the mic picks that up, but I just figured we'll put it right there. Boop, boop. Not enough glue. Come on now. There we go. Just let it sit. You got to be easy. Easy like Sunday morning. That's what the publisher of Scrapbooking Cards Today, she always put, oh, there was a twofer. We got a twofer. She always puts me on Sunday mornings at Crop and Create because she says I'm easy like Sunday morning. She calls me CZ like Sunday morning. Thank you. Okay, because of the depth, we got to get a little. There we go. Gotta let it float. And here. Oh, boop, like that. And that, my friends, is a very simple, very finished card project. Huh, it's $3.59. You know, it's funny, when I watch Gina, I don't know how she gets 2 cards done at once because she doesn't do any prep at all. Do you know what I mean? And she's amazing. I was actually, let's see if I can get this up here. Hi, everyone. It's me. I was watching her the other night for a little bit, but then I had to stop because Dan wanted to watch a television show with me. Apparently, he likes to hang out with me. I'm like, don't you know Gina's on? And so I got to see a little of Gina, but then I had to watch later after she broadcast. But that's the finished card. So, and she does have years of practice. She's so good at I mean, have you ever gone back and watched her early stuff? It is so delightful, and she was my muse. She was my muse. Okay, question. Let's see. Annie wants to know, and I'm going to pop this up, Emma, if the Altenew foam tape is thinner than the usual stuff. Let me take a look. it looks like, okay, Altenew here, regular here. I feel like it's pretty close. Look at that. It's just narrower, right? Oh, I can't focus. It's narrower, but it is about the same. It might be a little thinner. I don't know. It's a maybe like a micro amount thinner. But I like it. And I love having I love having a ginormous roll. You know me. It's good. Okay, thank you, Kim Taylor. Kim says it's 0.06 inches thick. And I think the 3M stuff that I use most of the time is 0.05. I could be wrong. But I think I'm right. See how dark it is? Let me see. Is there a way to make me lighter? I'm going to try to brighten it up. There we go. It's partly cloudy. I don't know. And really, truer words were never spoken. Nothing like a big old roll. Cynthia, you should check out ThermaWeb, because ThermaWeb, I have another roll here. Oh, let's see. I want to say, look at this. That, well, I don't know. I mean, this is the narrowest one I have, but I'm not sure what that one is. I think it looks similar to the Altenew. So, and let's see. Oh, thank you, Robbie. Thank you so much. I don't know why I have long hair. I don't wear it down. I always pull it up. I don't wear a ponytail. Tried that the other day, and I'm like, that is not your look, dude. I just felt like, hi, I'm middle-aged, and I have a ponytail. It was not a good look for me. But I always wear these clips, which that might even make me look older, but I don't care. I'm glad. I'm alive. I'm alive. Yes. So, but does anyone have any more questions for me? Because I'm happy to answer. I do appreciate you all being here. And okay, so I have a video coming tonight at midnight. And I wish I could hear all the laughter. And here's the thing too. Someone had asked me the other day in a comment if I would ever, we're having an event, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to have you come down and teach. And I'm like, I don't do things in person. This is great. It's me, it's you. We're here, but we're not in the same room. So I don't have to get all weird and panicky. You know what I mean? But I do like this. And I'm only partially sweaty. So that's good. But I have a video coming tonight. I can't tell you what it is, but it is Stamp-tember. Stamp-tember. And we make these, the designers who get the content, the stamps, the content, listen to me, content creator here, dead giveaway. Sometimes, we'll make things and those things are going to sell out so fast, but it's really fun for us to work with these wonderful collaborations and share them with you. So I apologize if things, sell out, but let me see. Okay. Mary, I love Mary. She always leaves lovely comments. Not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, sometimes order. What? Oh, Mary, I guess some do. There are, if you Google Stampin' Up!, you're going to find makers who use Stampin' Up! Part of the reason I don't is because to be in Stampin' Up!, you have to be part of their organization. It is, well, it's not like a MLM, but it kind of is. It's like Tupperware. I think you have to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator to sell Stampin' Up! And to promote Stampin' Up! And Stampin' Up! Is freaking great. I mean, I feel like they do more for getting people into stamping, right? I'm just not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And so I work with companies who, well, number one, I am a product designer for Simon Says Stamp, which is why I will share, my products in Simon Says Stamp, because I work for that company. Okay, they're direct sales. Thank you, Kim. It's not MLM, it's direct sales. I'm not a licensed Stampin' Up! Person. So what I do is I work with products that are for the company that I work for, and then I work with a handful of other companies with whom I have relationships where I can earn an affiliate kickback on their product. And again, I don't know, I think most people know this, but some don't. The way YouTubers, one of the ways we earn part of our income is from affiliate sales. So for example, If you love Laura Basson, go to her channel, and when she has something, buy with her link. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the way of supporting Laura's work. That's the way of supporting Jennifer's work. That's the way of supporting any content creator out there on YouTube that you love. 9 out of 10 times we are using affiliate links, and we will let you know that in the description. And that's a way that you support your favorite creators. I always use affiliate links when I'm purchasing from someone else's video, because I want to support their channel, I want to support their work, and we're all really grateful for it. It is, yeah, Mama's got bills. Mama's got bills. And it's a wonderful bonus, but it's how we make money. So one of the ways. Hey, I see Barbara Tarayo out there. Hi, Barbara. Is Tarayo the proper pronunciation? Because I've heard Heidi Crowell say it, and I always wondered, is it Tarayo? It's a beautiful name. It's very mellifluous. Barbara has a question. Yes, I think there's cookies. Cookies? Does someone say cookies? I love cookies. I think there's a tracking ID with each affiliate, and I'm pretty sure the answer to that is yes. Barbara, good enough. Oh, it's Hawaiian. Well, then that would explain why I'm completely off. You know what, Barbara? Send me a voice message through Instagram and just say Tarayo. Just do it, because I want to know, because then I'll never be wrong. I'll never be wrong again. So Emma says it's a short time that it will cache the link. You can always go back. You know, again, it's just, we always, like I said, we appreciate when you use our links, because it goes directly to a small percentage, and those small percentages add up, and then I can, you know, help my husband pay for his brand new electric car. I know it's a little, Dan, we bought a Chevy Bolt. We're the kind of family that you pay off a car, then you can get another car, and my car is paid off, which is beautiful. And Dan really wanted an electric car because he likes to hug those trees. He's a good guy. And it's super cute. So 20 ways to say it. Well, now there's a thing. Yeah, but I mean, I remember going to what was it called? Creative Memories party at a friend's house. I didn't like the woman who invited me. I thought she was really weird, and that's a story for another day. Trust me, though, this was 30 years ago. I was much more childish than I am now. But I was so excited by what I saw there. Like, I ordered the circle cutters, I ordered punches, I ordered paper, and then I never did anything with it. And it wasn't until years later, once I had kids, even then, my daughter was like 10 when I started scrapbooking. Then I went all in, but it wasn't on the Creative Memories. But I have so much respect for that company, for what they did, bringing people into memory keeping. And same thing with Stampin' Up! And Close to My Heart. Like, both of them have great ways of just bringing people in. And if I may say, their products are amazing. Like, their products are beautiful. I used to write a column for Scrapbooking Cards Today, and I always got Close to My Heart products. They were amazing. Like, if you love scrapbooking, Close to My Heart and Stampin' Up! Have great things. So yes. Oh, Jenna just got a new yellow Camaro. Well, good on you, girl, because that is a, you know, I can't drive 55. That was a Trans Am. Wait, no, Trans Am was Sammy Hagar. Like I said, 70s, early 80s. Yes. So, oh yes, and by the way, coming back to the so sweaty. So anyway, yes, tonight, for those of you who are attending the Crop and Create event, not this weekend, but next weekend, where I'm teaching, our unboxing event is tonight. And I already told the hubby, I'm sorry, I can't watch the IT crowd with you tonight, which is another show we love and somehow missed the first time around. But we are going to be, Catherine's going to be live. I think Megan, Andrew will be with her, and the unboxing will commence. So it'll be really fun. I'll be chatting live and be with the students. It'll be great. Sylvia, yes. I'm popping a few more questions up. There's a new release coming. It is coming in October, and the answer to that is yes. And I've got to make videos for that too. Boy, it has been and look how dark it is now. It's not, though. It's just partly cloudy. I have made so many cards this month. I'm glad you can't see what's directly laying on the thing, because there's some really cute things back there. And I'm very excited about that. But I wanted to thank you all for joining today. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. And if you think about it and if you got value out of this video, please hit the thumbs up button, because then YouTube is more likely to recommend it to other people who have interest in card baking. And I love to grow the channel because, you know, it's, oh yeah, Laura knows. Laura knows because Mama gets some of the stuff early. Yeah, Laura, I got to get started with it. The box is over my shoulder. I am lousy with craft supplies, and specifically stamps. I'm just going to say it. Got so many things. But yes, smash that like button. And what else do I have? Look for an email coming from me tonight at midnight Eastern. And again, I apologize if the stamps sell out before you wake up. I don't stay up that late. Like Jennifer McGuire's and Nicole Spohr have been killing it with these late night like premieres. If I stayed up till midnight, I would not go to sleep. And then, you know, I don't know what would happen. No one would eat and we'd have no clean clothes. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and a fantastic rest of Stamptember. See you back here tonight at midnight Eastern. Wait, end screen. Bye. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the gray bell below the video so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a couple other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and have a great day.